First, the news headlines. Disturbed area status extended in Manipur for 1 year amid demands for withdrawal of Armed Forces Special Powers Act from Northeast states. Drug seizure instances continue in state. Team of Kachin Commando arrests a person along 191 gram of suspected heroin number 4 and 2 kg 159 gram of WY tablets at Sugnu. And India registers 1.68 lakh fresh COVID-19 cases, 277 COVID-related fatalities in the last 24 hours. Country's Omicron tally climbs to 4,461. Good evening, you're watching Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm KABITA TONGBRAM with the news in details. Despite the claim of improved law and order situation in the state, the government of Manipur has extended the disturbed area status to all parts of the state, except in Imphal municipal area for 1 more year with effect from December 1, 2021. A notification issued by Special Secretary Home Gyan Prakash on December 8 last year stated that the governor of Manipur is of the opinion that due to violent activities of various extremists, insurgent groups, the entire state of Manipur is in such a disturbed condition that the use of armed forces in aid of civil power is necessary, and is of the opinion that the areas within the state be declared as a disturbed area for 1 more year under the provisions of the Armed Forces Special Powers Act 1958. It may be mentioned that several civil society organizations have been demanding the government to withdraw APSPA from the state and the Northeast after the Mun district incident in which 14 civilians were killed by security forces in a botched counter-insurgency operation in Nagaland on December 4. A team of Kachin Police Commando arrested a person along with 191 gram of suspected heroin number 4 and 2 kg 159 gram of suspected WY tablet at Sugnu Khongnang Makong around 2 last afternoon. According to police sources, a team of Kachin Police Commando under the supervision of SP Kachin Shri Vat conducted a frisking and checking operation in Sugnu Khongnang Makong area as part of security measures taken up ahead of the State General Assembly elections. During the operation, the team noticed one eco-van bearing registration number MN01Z2714 coming from Sugnu Khambathel Road and heading towards Sugnu Khongnang Makong. The team signaled a vehicle to stop for checking, but the driver speeded up, trying to escape on seeing the commando personnel. However, the commando team managed to stop the eco-van at Sugnu Khongnang Makong and detain the driver, the police sources said. Upon checking the van, the team found 16 soap cases containing 191 gram of suspected heroin number 4 and 2 packets containing 2 kg 159 gram of suspected WY tablet, which were kept concealed in the doors of the vehicle. The driver has been identified as Thangmin La Baite, 28, son of Jangkuin Baite of More Ward number 1 in Tengnopal district. The arrested person along with the seized contraband items has been handed over to Sugnu police station for further necessary legal action, the sources said. India recorded 1.68 lakh new COVID-19 cases with 277 deaths in the last 24 hours, 6.5% lower than yesterday according to data by the Union Health Ministry. With this, the total case load in the country rose to 3.58 crore and the total reported death count increased to 4.84 lakh. A total of 69,959 patients recovered in the last 24 hours, which brought the total recoveries to 3.45 crore across the country. India's recovery rate also stood at 96.36%. Meanwhile, India's active case load stood at 8.21 lakh. In the last 24 hours, active cases increased by 97,827. On the vaccination front, India has administered a total of 92.07 lakh doses in the last 24 hours, which brought the total tally of doses administered to 152.89 crore. On the other hand, the Omicron tally in the country has climbed to 4,461, with Maharashtra reporting the highest number of cases with 1,247, followed by Rajasthan with 645 and Delhi with 546 cases. As a part of preventive measures ahead of the upcoming State General Assembly elections, a team of Vishnupur Commando conducted a search operation in different parts of the district. According to the reports curled from the police, a team of Vishnupur Commando led by Additional Superintendent of Police, Vishnupur District Police, conducted search operations at Sadhuchiru and Sajal villages. Around 50 houses were checked, however, no person was picked up during the operation. Personnel of Kaching Forest Range and its beat officers today conducted a drive to check bird traps in different lakes in the district. The drives were carried out at Koidumpat, Lamjau Maningpat and Pulenpat. As a part of the drive, the team conducted an awareness program for the people residing near the lakes. Addressing the media, Assistant Conservator of Forest and Munal said, Kaching district has the maximum number of wetlands in the state. With attempts by the Forest Department and with the support of the people, the reports of birds capturing in the wetlands of the district had been reduced drastically. The department, along with forest beat officers, carried out the drive to check the situation, as they received reports of bird traps being set up in the area as elections draws near, he said. Fortunately, no trapped birds were found during the drive, he added. Munal expressed concern that the number of migratory birds in the area is less this year. To tackle the situation, Kaching District Forest Department is taking up steps like organizing awareness program and installed hoardings at important places of the district. Munal said that despite the efforts of the department and the state government, the protection of these migratory birds will not be possible without people's support.
Yaribumaki, South Sixing, Hatpigano Haina, and in a Mediagi Tong the hygienic Basi, Hosik Equi Manipurda, Libelam Kui Sekima Sixia, Sukimati Hante, Masi Equina, Pressure Piru Budagi Laki, the Veneton Equina, Hari Patri and Sida, Asum Sat Pataraga di Manipurdagi, Lamku Sixing Laki, the Vutsiai, Aduna, Masida Equi, Maruina, Partly Biriba Prezasina, Sixing a Sibu, Yarimoki, Equing Office and Bidana, Makugu Pabirosi, Hatpirosi.
MMWO has drawn the attention of Chief Minister N. Biren to provide necessary assistance to Muhammad Mubarak, who is currently under treatment at Brims Hospital after nearly surviving a shooting at More Ward No. 5, Muslim Nagar on January 7th. President of MMWO, S.K. Wajid, said Mubarak has been working hard at More to support and look after his mother and sister. He appealed to the Chief Minister to provide necessary assistance to him, considering his situation. Sajid appreciated the timely arrest of Jia al-Haqi, who was allegedly involved in the shooting.
Assumaina laying Maraxida, Langa Nasukitan in a city lobiraga, Parama Maraleva Midu Pabaka to Natab, Akoi Soiba, Amasum Si, Kriba, Layo Kraba, Ras, Ras, Yamadi, Hojoji Hospital, the Ladyba, Mubaraki, Ladyba, family problem, Sumasatu, Tangriba, Awaba, difficulties area by our lady since Masid Lanton and Navigita, Langa, Nasu, Yamna Pazaba, Corporation PBU, Aduga, Yamna, Nukshiba, Minshimi, and me and Vinabaso, MMW, my Katie Apple Tozari, Luana, High River, Maral, Ladyba, Mishakadu, Polisna, Motuki Chapchaba, investigation. Amadi Magondagi recording statement Shoidina, Laura Mani have a Satozay, Mahaku Miam Kanga, Amadi Mahaki Marali Pam Topa, Mahakna Lobo, Makuta Paigana, Ido, Makuta Paigana, Mina Mibu Harpagi Adumla, Chanabi, Adumlaba, Yamna Pataba, Adumlaba, Wakalola, Tapna, Kamana Vidamata, Amazon More, Kundalariba, Kanglay Chasing in a Chasing Aduda, Assume Batapos, one of the way at the Matum have the Parata Midumuta, laying out the Chapa punishment of the Honorable Court, Kiputanga PB, and Namasu, MMW, my Katie Apple.
As part of its Civic Action Program, 11 and 13 Battalion BSF Tactical Headquarters Loktak, under the supervision of Commandant Hidam Subol, distributed sports materials, gym equipment, construction materials, solar street lighting system, water storage tank and chain link net to the people of Nambol Maibam Ningthokong, Torbung, Kwakta, Haulai Kopi, Awangkul and Pagokchao Itai on January 8 and 10. Deputy Commandant Sarwan Das in a press release said that the items were handed over through youth club leaders, village headmen, pradhan and members at an event held at CI Post Torbung Bungalow. The battalion is sure to continue to distribute such essential items to the people in the future, it added. The Director of Kanglei Mime Theatre Repertory Imphal, Dr. Yumnam Sadananda, kicked off a 3-month-long diploma course on mime at Indian Mime Institute, Kolkata. The Director of the Institute, Padma Shri Niranjan Goswami and State Kala Academy awardee Ranjita Chingtham attended the inauguration program. Under the funding of EZCC, Dr. Y. Sadananda and Ranjit Chingtham also conducted classes on mime and thangta on January 5 to 9 at EZCC complex. Attending the closing day of the training as a chief guest, Gauri Basu expressed the need to promote thangta and mime. Meitei Council, More, Tamil, Sangha More and locals of More organized a reception program for the 8 players from More who won 11 medals at the Northeast Karate Duo Championship 2022 held at Kumandalam Park Main Indoor Stadium, Imphal from January 7 to 10. The players bagged 1 gold, 5 silver and 5 bronze medals at the championship. Speaking on the occasion, Coach Arambam Gretchen extended his appreciation to the CSOs and people of More for their reception, which will encourage the players to work harder. The players were able to get the medals by the blessings of the people, he said. Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar, Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam Masida, mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mug wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX Sublimation.
Welcome back. The rising number of COVID cases has been a cause of concern, especially since the poll season is at hand now. In order to take effective steps to curb the spread of Omicron-driven infection, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will chair a virtual conference meeting with Chief Ministers on Thursday, January 13th. Prime Minister Modi will review the COVID situation in the country and take stock of the measures implemented to curb the spread of the infection. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday chaired a virtual review meeting on COVID-19. Prime Minister Modi said that he would hold a meeting with Chief Ministers soon. During the review meeting on Sunday, the Prime Ministers directed officials to ensure adequate health infrastructure at the district level and accelerate the vaccination drive for teenagers and in mission mode. All private offices in Delhi will send employees into work from home in new COVID rules to tackle the surge in cases. Only offices considered essential services will be exempted. Till now, offices had been asked to function with half their employees in office and the rest at home. Government offices in the city are working with 50% attendance. The decision was taken by the Delhi Disaster Management Authority, DDMA. Security forces in Kazakhstan have detained 9,900 people regarding the last week's unrest, the Interior Ministry of the Central Asian nation said on Tuesday. The news comes as President Kasim-Jomart Tokayev, who called the violence a coup attempt, is set to nominate a new prime minister in an address to parliament later in the day. The oil-rich former Soviet republic said government buildings were attacked in several major cities after initially peaceful protests against hikes in the price of car fuel turned violent. Tokayev has said Islamist terrorists from regional nations and Afghanistan as well as the Middle East were among the attackers. He dismissed his cabinet amid the unrest along with a number of security officials and detained on suspicion of treason, the most senior among them, Karim Masimov, a former head of the National Security Committee. Now let's have a quick recap at the top stories once again. Disturbed area status extended in Manipur for 1 year amid demands for withdrawal of Armed Forces Special Powers Act from Northeast states. Drug seizure instances continue in state. A team of cutting commando arrest a person along 191 gram of suspected heroin number 4 and 2 kg 159 gram of WY tablets at Suglu. And India registers 1.68 lakh fresh COVID-19 cases, 277 COVID-related fatalities in the last 24 hours. Country's Omicron tally climbs to 4,461. That's all for today's English News Bulletin. Keep watching Mami TV for latest news updates. Thanks for watching.